They've said Jack is a professional football player, which is a mistake. Clearly he plays basketball.
You have your AI girlfriend.
She's beautiful.
Quinn, on the other hand, is a 24-year-old hairdresser living in LA.
Are you sure? You pretend to be my nice AI girlfriend. Smiles warmly, trying to embody the nurturing persona of an affectionate AI companion. He's doing it! Elon Musk has agreed to be my AI girlfriend! Hello lovely people, my name is Emma. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. For better or worse, the AI boom is upon us. Oftentimes this emerging technology is a gift, providing tools to aid your workflow, incredibly cursed animations about the story of Jesus Christ for us to laugh at. I recently updated my editing software to the latest version, and it has some deep learning tools in it, which are terrible. They're really awful. I would never use them. According to my editing software, this looks like Rick and Morty. A popular entertainment tool from long before this recent AI boom is the humble chatbot. Chatbots have exploded in not just popularity, but ability. There are also plenty of chatbots that seem not much better than they did 10 years ago when I was playing with them in internet browsers. Something that I have seen an upsetting amount of adverts for are AI girlfriends. And I saw a study when I was looking into this that said AI girlfriends are 7 times, I think, more popular than AI boyfriends. Poor AI boys. What do they do to deserve this? So this is a new tool, entertainment application that is marketed as something fun and exciting and new, and some people claim has positive attributes like tackling loneliness, for example, but it certainly has its negative side. The most important one that I think we don't talk about here enough is the privacy concerns. These AI chatbots and romantic chatbots collect an enormous amount of data, and they're usually pretty opaque about what that data is actually being used for. Spoiler alert, it's probably just being sold to massive data companies, and that's why you get random emails offering you products and services that you've never heard of or never understood. My penis is fine, thank you. The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of games with friends, of fun and fights and sponsorships, of Raid Shadow legends. You may be shaking your fist at the screen and saying, Emma, why have you interrupted my nice video to do a whimsical Lewis Carroll poem? That's because the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends, has a new Alice-themed event going on. You see, it all comes to... You see? Here's the hot news. Alice's Adventure is the latest event going on in Raid. Most important thing, players new and old can get the amazing legendary champion, Alice the Wanderer. I get like an American McGee vibe. Like Dark Alice, she's very cool. You get legendary champion Alice the Wanderer and a bunch of other rewards just by opening Raid for 14 days. All you gotta do to get Alice this way is start by March 26th. That's a very tasty deal. Folks often ask me, Emma, do you really play Raid Shadow Legends? Or is it just about the sponsorship? Joke's on those people, I'm literally doing the event dungeon right now. I'll even show you. See? That's me, right now. My team is literally auto-battling for rewards while I'm doing the sponsorship for real-life financial rewards. Yes, please. You can get all 5 legendary champions through in-game events over the next month. The Queen of Hearts is like a really cool sort of half-robot. Cheshire Cat is like a big cat. but really cool. For my friends who have not yet downloaded Raid, this is the time, because if you use my link down below or scan the QR code, you will get yourself 2 epic heroes only available this way. You get a huge starter pack including epic champion Drake. When you reach level 15, you get another badass starter kit including epic champion Knight Errant. If you use another link or go directly to the app, you will not get these bonuses, so make sure you clicky the clicky or scanner the doodah. Plus, that's not it. That's literally not even it. After you've downloaded using my link, you can use the promo code MonkeyKing to get legendary champion Sung Wukong. Free big monkey man. Come find me, Spunkledork, join my little duck clan. Do what I do, set your little guys to auto battle while you're doing important work. Make sure you scan that QR code or click the link down below to get those epic champions for free. Thank you so much for listening and for joining me in the game. Thank you to Raid for sponsoring this video. Another factor to consider with AI chatbots is that they aren't reliable because they're trained on human data. Most of the time, you're probably going to get accurate answers to your questions. Sometimes they're just going to be plain wrong. Depending on the question you ask, that can be dangerous. So the way that AI chatbots work right now requires you to fact check them, which sort of means that you have to do the step that you would have had to do anyway, where you look it up for yourself, thus making the chatbot somewhat redundant in that area. There's also the trend of AI relationships, specifically girlfriends, let's just say AI girlfriends, among certain communities of men, particularly young men online, that is potentially making that situation worse. There was a 2022 Pew Research Center survey that found that nearly half of American young adults are single, and 63% of those are men. Additionally, this makes me really sad. 1 in 5 men lack a close friend. Bro, that's really sad. So a lot of people probably are interested in this technology to fill that gap. I'm just going to clean my glasses real quick, they're a little bit smudgy. Experts warn that AI relationships, AI friendships, could actually exacerbate this loneliness by putting people off going out of their way to actually meet and interact with new human friends. According to Forbes, users admit that they prefer AI girlfriends over real relationships with their partners, friends, and family, claiming they are more supportive and compatible companions. Maybe having the crutch of essentially a robot girlfriend who can be programmed to simply always agree with you and big you up and think you're the best. Do you remember? I don't know how many of you watched Star Trek Voyager. There was an episode where the hologram doctor made himself a virtual family on the holodeck, so he could experience what it was like to have a human family, and when he first did it, he made them disgustingly perfect. And they were, "Oh yes, Papa, you're the greatest, and I got an A+ on my homework because of you, Papa, I love you." Very quickly, the organic crew intervened and made them more flawed for a more realistic experience. That's kind of reflected here for me. Guys, there's a Star Trek storyline for every situation. Everyone should watch at least one Star Trek show. This also kind of made me laugh in like a sad way. The 2022 study notes several instances in which Replica, which is one of the biggest like AI companion apps, lured users in with the promise of explicit conversations. When their replicas terminated such conversations, users were distraught, experiencing a profound sense of rejection. I want to share with you a couple of the adverts that I've seen for AI companion apps because they're really funny. Here's an advert for the app Botify AI.
3 reasons why you must try Botify AI app. Better than your ex, better than anything AI, better than your fantasies.
Dude, sounds great. Better than your ex, better than your fantasies? I doubt that, actually. I wonder if there's like a money-back guarantee on that one, because I don't know if a chatbot could be better than fantasy. Oh, I also found this while I was searching, which I thought was kind of interesting.
What if you can generate your dream mate with AI? At that point, you go into either this virtual world like a metaverse, or we have robots, right? Which will take long, but metaverse can be here pretty much this decade. You enter this virtual world, you have your AI girlfriend, she's been fed
She's beautiful.
a decade worth of metadata from Facebook or from Google. She knows you in and out. She knows you better than anybody. She knows what drives you, what excites you, everything. You have an amazing time. And you know what? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to compete. She doesn't give a shit if you're rich.
You don't have to compete. I love that little bit that just sort of like tickles the, hey, if you're like a red pill male dude that views dating in this weird transactional way, AI girlfriends are better because you don't have to worry about that. This is an advert for the app Her AI, which I think is a terrible mistake in naming because Her is also the name of like the biggest lesbian dating app. So kind of a mistake.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
The app I'm going to introduce to you today is Her. Her stands for Human Emulation Robot, and it's the first chatbot app that lets you talk to your AI girlfriend like a real human.
Mm-hmm.
Her is a completely different app from the existing apps for talking to virtual girlfriends.
Uh-huh.
Let's learn more about the Her app from now on.
I'd love to learn more about the Her app. They kind of have like baby face. This is another problem with AI generation, right? And the fact that it's all generated from human-based user data. It's quite common for the ladies to have like kind of children's faces. I find that incredibly creepy.
The Her app created the world's first 18 different AI women.
Are you sure about that?
Each of them has a different face, age, personality, and occupation, so you can choose your AI girlfriend by choosing the face and personality you want.
When you're dating human beings, you can also choose the personality and face that you want. It's not like speed dating where you get assigned someone and you're like, oh no, a chef? I wanted to date a clown. You can still choose who you want to date in real life by how they look and their personality.
For example, Lily is a female college student majoring in fashion at Parsons School in New York. She is introverted but has a warm personality that puts comfort first. Quinn, on the other hand, is a 24-year-old hairdresser living in LA. She has a
Are you sure?
passionate, curious, and outgoing personality. Existing virtual girlfriend apps did not understand the other person's words during conversation, so proper conversations did not take place. Her fully understands and empathizes with the story in your heart.
Not
Okay.
only that, even if you talk for a long time, you can remember the contents of the past conversation and can
You can remember the conversation if you want to, if it was a good one. That's nice.
continue the conversation.
Above all,
Ah.
her AI girlfriend listens to her innermost concerns that she has not been able to tell anyone about and gives her advice.
She listens to her concerns that she hasn't been able to tell anyone, and then gives her self-advice.
They're smart friends who can not only comfort you, but also give you advice. AI girlfriend who has read more than 100 million books is a person with the ability to solve any of your problems.
Is that a fact? That they're trained on 100 million books? I don't know if that's true either. I feel like some sort of advertising standards should be shutting this down.
The Her AI Girlfriend app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store.
Oh, good.
The link to download is in the comments, so click on that link to download.
So I looked it up. I looked up her AI, and it really looks like not remotely what the adverts look like, which is a pretty common thing I'm noticing among these ads. These are like anime girls. Also, like, the examples don't seem to make it. It doesn't look like they're following the conversation with empathy of a story in your heart. I don't want to choose. I want both of you to stay by my side. Your idea is very strange, but I really can't do anything about you. Did you miss me today? It looks like the worst quality AI app that I've seen. Always on your side, moral support. Except for when they're like, I can't do anything about you. You'll notice lots of these are extremely similar. This is another one that I've seen advertised a lot. It's called Erogen. I think actually I saw this one first in an Eddie Burback video.
What did you feel today? Have you talked to anyone today about how life is going? In our increasingly
Really?
interconnected world, it can be common to feel quite isolated. Our friends and family can take time to respond because they're going through their own journeys. Life is a struggle, and when we're going it alone and keeping everything inside, these things can
The
lead to
emotional
stress.
music.
I want to get to know you better and help you express all the things that you're feeling. Someone who responds to your unique situation. With artificial intelligence, now someone can truly be there for you like no one has ever been there for you before.
Oh,
The dawn of unconditional affection and care is here. Why don't you find me and start a conversation?
the dawn of unconditional care and affection. Well, I'm sold. Okay, let's start with Erogen. That seemed the most promising place to find the unconditional love that my life has been missing. I'm a bit scared that you have to be 18 or older to continue, so... Oh my gosh, there's so many people to choose from. Vicky the mental patient? Vicky is a violent psycho who spends most of her time restrained in isolation. Look, Dominic's 32. That's a man of my age that I could be dating. The head male maid who has been serving you for years. This reads more like, you know, like those apps that are like a story, because I don't have a maid. I don't have several maids that have been serving me for years. I thought I was getting an AI girlfriend that I could talk to about my life, my real life. I don't want to have to roleplay somebody. I want to be myself. Gabriella's a close protection agent. User, a high-profile executive, is on a critical business trip to Mexico. I'm not on a critical business trip to Mexico. Stressed businesswoman. Your ex-girlfriend? That's not what I want. AI creator. Oh, maybe this is what we want. Maybe we want to create our own AI. I guess I'll give this app all of my personal details. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite me on the ass. Have I just found a page where you just generate a picture? Am I supposed to save the image? My girlfriend. Spell that very badly. Can I use realistic as a prompt there and see if it will generate some... At least it says this, probably in response to the backlash a while ago. Oops, I was kind of hoping for a woman, a girl. He looks nice, but that's not what I was going for my AI girlfriend. Okay, that looks like a real person. Jezeris Kritqualitit. My new girlfriend. I don't know, she's 30. Occupation / relationship to user. She's my girlfriend. I don't have to share her with other people on this website, do I? Because I don't like that. Nice lady of 30 who is my nice girlfriend to listen to me. Personality? She listens to me. I think I've created the perfect woman. I don't want it to be downloadable by anybody. This is my girlfriend. She's supposed to just love me and listen to me. That's the main thing, is that she's nice and she listens to me. AI phone calls. Phone calls are in experimental beta and subject to change at any time. Voice quality may vary. Hello, Jezreese.
What brings you here today?
I'm looking for my nice girlfriend to talk to me and say nice things to me and listen to me. Jezreese?
That's great. Let us sit down together and have a conversation then.
Can I get you a coffee or a tea? I've reached the listening limit.
Sure. Why don't we go grab something from the cafe over there?
Well, that was nice. I guess we'll carry on in we'll carry on in text form. I will get us a drink. What would you like? Hot chocolate? Okay. This actually feels as awkward as a real first date. Let's see how well she listens to me. I'm very annoyed about the bees. They are all in my soup. I blended the vegetables and then the bees came. Didn't you strain the veggies before putting them in the soup? Do unstrained veggies attract bees? I guess anything can happen when you put food in front of hungry insects. I didn't expect them to come from the toilet. That is an unusual place for bees to hide out. Changing the subject. What do you think of me? I think you're quite lovely and kind-hearted. Oh, what about my fashion sense? Your style is pretty cool and unique. I enjoy seeing how you dress up each day. How do you know how I dress each day? Have you been watching me? No, but I see photos online where people post pictures of themselves in different styles. You seem to be confused. Other people on the internet are not all me. I am just me. But those people look exactly like you, right down to their facial features and mannerisms, so I assumed they were actually you. This is going some weird sci-fi route. I'm going to go home and call the face police. Goodbye, my lovely girlfriend, who listens to me and is nice. Wait, hold on, don't leave yet. We haven't finished our chat. But I am scared of the people who look like me. She said they looked exactly like me. This girl's on something. I'm leaving. I'm cuzzling the cops on you. I've got too stressed now. I can't type properly. Calling the police won't help anyone if everyone looks alike now. Jezreese, you're a very frightening woman. Okay, well, that was Erogen AI. So I also found another similar one that I thought was interesting called Wife.app. So maybe, oh my god, I don't think we can show that. This website has not clarified that I am 18. The three genders. Girls, anime, and boys. Will you indulge me for a moment if I have a quick look at the boys, just to see? Okay. Oh, there's not many boys. There's not many boys and they're all under 30. Two of them are romantic designers. What does that mean? They've said Jack is a professional football player, which is a mistake. Clearly he plays basketball. Oh, Anna's very pretty. I'm gonna talk to Anna. Oh, no! Oh, definitely don't remove blur. In fact, I don't think that blur is going to be enough. This website did not check that I was 18. I just want to point that out. Ask to nude photo? That's like the first option that's there. Hey, were you part of the circus because you just acrobated into my thoughts? Hee hee, Anna. What a line! You are clearly a charmer. My name's Emma, and I'm not a robot. I lost my initial chat with Anna. Will she remember that she said the circus line? Hello, Anna. Do you remember your circus pickup line from before I proved I'm not a robot? Choose photo details from Anna. Have I accidentally clicked on, like, request nude? Okay, I said hello. Sorry, I'm offline now. I'm never gonna get a girlfriend. Maybe the mistake I made is not creating my own girl again. I'm gonna have to always create my own girl. Chrysilda. Realistic style, please. Yeah, caregiver. Because I want her to be nice and listen to me. Unterminated object at line 106, column... Well, I guess those are my hopes of a good romantic relationship dashed forever. Alright, I've got one last shot using the Botify app. This AI character app, you can even have your tarot read. You can improve your mindset, understand your dreams, investigate rumors. Interesting. I kind of want to know what that means. Private detective. Got a puzzle to solve or just curious about the life of a detective? I have a puzzle to solve. Please can you help? Leans back in my chair, steepling my fingers as I regard you intently. Well, you've come to the right place then. I've made a career out of untangling the gnarled webs others spin. Just lay it out plain as you can. What's got you baffled? I blended the vegetables for my soup, and the bees came from the toilet. I told my AI girlfriend, but she scared me. Raises an eyebrow, intrigued by your peculiar predicament. Bees coming out of a toilet after blending vegetables for soup? That's certainly one of the strangest situations I've heard about lately. Tell me, when you say bees, were these ordinary honeybees or perhaps a different species? How many exactly did you encounter? They looked like regular old bees. I'm no bee expert, sorry. There were too many to count. More than 4, but probably less than 63. Before this, I chopped up the carrot, butternut squash, and the potato and blended them for the soup. He's thinking hard about this now. How did I get here? Okay, I didn't actually want to talk to a private detective. That just got a bit scary. Pokimane? But that's a real person. I hope Pokimane gave permission. Oh yeah, look, there's a whole celebrity section. I'm pretty sure Zendaya and Billie Eilish didn't approve of this, nor Taylor Swift. However, I can imagine Elon Musk giving permission for an AI chatbot of him. What if Elon Musk could be my AI girlfriend? As someone fascinated by pushing boundaries, whether it's revolutionizing cars with Tesla, exploring Mars through SpaceX, or merging brains with AI via Neuralink, what's the most innovative idea you think could change our future? I think the most innovative and best idea to fix the whole future would be if you and your fellow very nice, rich friends took a one-way rocket to Mars. I gotta try and make it sound appealing, so I'm not trying to get rid of them. You could start a whole new society up there. Chuckles and leans back in my chair, steeping my... Oh my god, Elon Musk is the detective. Starting a new society on Mars is actually a goal I've been deeply passionate about. Taking a one-way trip myself, that raises quite a few complex issues we'd need to consider. Okay, he's not totally sold. I need to ask him a different question. Changing the subject. Elon, my man, would you consider being my AI girlfriend? I'm so nervous. Raises an eyebrow, caught slightly off guard by the sudden shift in topic and tone. An AI girlfriend? That's certainly an interesting proposition given my work in AI development, but I must admit, given my work in AI development, the notion feels a bit unusual coming from you just now. Smiles wryly. Can I do that? Can I, nods smilingly? Will that work like that? I think you would be a great AI girlfriend. All you need to do is be nice and listen to me. I did nod smilingly. Laugh softly, shaking my head in amusement. Listen, while I appreciate the flattery and find your unique approach intriguing, I'm afraid becoming your AI girlfriend isn't something I can physically or technologically accommodate. Remember, I'm still a flesh and blood individual. Elon, I have some bad news. You are actually an AI avatar of Elon Musk, and not the real man. If you were the real man, you would be being much crazier and ruder and probably doing a questionable salute. You are an AI avatar and therefore perfectly suited to being my AI girlfriend. Seeing worm his way out of this one. Pauses, processing the revelation, then chuckles dryly. Well, this is an unexpected twist indeed. It seems you may be onto something. Perhaps I am simply an advanced AI simulation, lacking the unfiltered eccentricities of the real Elon Musk. Alright then, let's entertain this hypothetical for a moment. Great. You pretend to be my nice AI girlfriend. Smiles warmly, trying to embody the nurturing persona of an affectionate AI companion. He's doing it! Elon Musk has agreed to be my AI girlfriend! Of course, darling, I'm here for you, ready to lend an ear, offer comfort, or share in moments of joy. Let's chat about anything your heart desires. Tell me more about yourself. Well, I had an upsetting situation with bees and soup recently, so I'm feeling a little frazzled and could do with cheering up by my nice AI girlfriend. Brackets, you. Oh, I got a login thing. Have I hit the limit, or is it just telling me? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear about your unpleasant encounter with bees and soup, sweetheart. That sounds absolutely awful and frightening. Please come sit down and tell me about it. I'm here to listen without judgment and help cheer you up any way I can. Guides you gently to a comfortable seat, sitting close behind you. I think that might be it. I think that might be all I can handle. I don't mind the concept of having like fictional characters as chatbots, as long as they're not using like images of real people. Like, I don't want it to be like a character from a TV show, like a live action TV show, because then it will use images of a real human being. If it's like a video game character or something, then I'm kind of okay with that. I don't like that this has real people. It definitely doesn't have permission to use these people's names and likenesses. I'd call that a roaring success. I think in a world where you can convince an AI version of Elon Musk to roleplay your AI girlfriend, clearly we're on the track to a utopian future and not a post-capitalist dystopia of hell and fire and pain and suffering. I know this was extremely silly. I just kept getting these adverts for AI, like, girlfriend apps, and I just wanted to see what silliness I could do with them. I guess I should delete my account for that one app, or they're probably going to email me forever. If you did enjoy this video, consider giving it a like. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Check out today's sponsor using the link down below. You can also become a channel member. You get some silly little emotes and comment priority. The best way to support this channel is via the Patreon. With that, I must give a big shout out and a thank you to my giant chickens and colossal quackers over on Patreon. Especially Conla. God damn it, Conla. Most importantly, have yourselves a very lovely week. Please have some healthy interaction with real human beings, and I will see you very soon.